1 second. Before I even start, I'm going to say this again. Parental advisory, explicit content. If you don't agree with the video, go to someone you can agree with. President Obama, we need to talk. Check this out. President Barack Obama and the leaders of the House and the Senate respectfully are failing us. A jobs bill failed. The Republicans and Democrats and the respective House of Representatives and the Senate can't compromise on a simple jobs bill. The leaders are compromising behind the scenes, but in the public eye, they're yelling at each other saying who's right and who's wrong. A lot of people are fed up with politicians right now, whether it's the President of the United States, their local leaders from the governor to the U.S. representative to the U.S. senator to their state and local leaders. I'm just saying myself personally that I'm kind of fed up with politicians as well. But the point of the video is to talk about what's going on with the unemployment. A lot of Americans are trying their hardest to find the best paying job, but unfortunately jobs are not as plentiful in my community. There's thousands of people still trying to find jobs, whether it's from state and local to the national level. I mean, there is thousands of people looking for jobs in my community alone. In the black community alone, there's more struggle for people of my genre, because we are young and we're into the hip-hop music and we talk with slang and we do all these things that make the conservatives cringe when they see us in public. I want to be a little bit more better than what some of these people are judging me as. I work hard for a living. I work at a job. I don't want to make this a dead-end job, but I want to make myself experienced in the field that I'm good at. And even though I do take the time to make a video once in a while to talk about issues facing my community, the government, and of course the corrupt mainstream media, I do have a day job and I go to it proudly. I love my job. But the point of it is that I want to excel in life, so I'm trying to find me a better job, but it's almost hard to find a better job because there's thousands of others trying to find it too. And of course, you know, stress levels also become an issue when you're trying to find a job, so you just give up. So, you know, for a politician to not listen to you about your issues, it just goes to show you how tone deaf Washington is. I know you may have a neighbor that may have lost his home, a mother who may have had trouble trying to keep her children fed, and you may have had a friend who's struggling to make ends meet and they're selling their properties in order to keep the lights on. I experienced that with people I know. For the people on YouTube who comment on my page about these issues, who have jobs and have their own personal problems with the community, the government, and the media itself, and they're not concerned about those people who are struggling to make ends meet and worrying about food stamps and welfare and integrated schools and all this other stuff that I've seen from some of the comments, this goes to show you how divided our country is when it comes to issues that are serious. President Obama is not perfect. I don't want to hear black people say that President Obama is invincible. He's not invincible. He can be defeated. He's not perfect. I mean, he's done so many things that could piss me off right now, but yet I still support him over the Republican challengers. Basically, I'm just saying it from my perspective that as a black man who supports Obama and as a black man who understands the plight of what's going on in America, you got to understand President Obama can be defeated, and you should not be tone deaf based on his race, based on what he does, and not trying to assume that every Republican or every conservative is a racist because they don't agree with your opinion. Unemployment in the black community is a serious issue, and for the blacks to still support President Obama is beyond belief. So I just want you to understand, as I put out my honest opinion about this issue, we need to urge President Obama, the Republicans and Democrats to come together and bring jobs back to America.